Hello, welcome to the final part of my three-part video series in which I am reviewing a text-based RPG role-playing game. Let me give you a little bit of background about what has happened in the part 1 and part 2. In part 1, I mentioned briefly about this mud concept, the multi-user dungeon concept that I have learned about, and that specific mud, Armageddon mud, that I have heard about, which kind of, according to what I have heard and what I've investigated, meets all the criteria that I have been looking for. A real role-playing environment. Although it is text-based, I have been heard that it's worth trying. In the second video, I tried to create a character. It took around 20 minutes of my time to fully create a character, but I enjoyed the process. And in this final series, now I am actually going to log into my character and test out what it looks like. And pretty much, I guess, I'll understand whether I like the game or not. First of all, let me tell you by showing you the mail that I get from Armageddonmud. Congratulations, Bars, who's my character, has been approved to play for Armageddonmud. Okay, I had been to the game through the console, Mush client. I've been explaining about how to download it in the part 1, if you haven't watched that. And I have created a character by putting in a description and a background and some character traits, such as the height of the character, the weight, the class, and what was the class? It was human and it was warrior. And yes, I'm now going to log into my character and experience the game. Let me go to Mush client again. I already have explained about how to create this login file in the part 1, so I'll skip that. Choose thy fate. Connect to my account. Let me connect to my account. I guess I have to put in the capital letter all the time. Bars. My account name. The password. Let me go back to the first mail that I get from Armageddonmud because the password is there, and I accidentally missed the chance to change my password, so I am stuck with this, I guess. Add Mobos. Just copy and paste. Yes, I can copy and paste. Okay, welcome back, Bars. Connecting to Bars. Both my account name and character name are Bars. Hope that's not going to be a problem. By the way, it took around 1 hour for the game administrators, I guess, to approve my character. And it didn't take a long time, so let me now list my characters. Let me click on L. Oh, register to you by Bars, and it says it's accepted. Okay, let me put return. Armageddon is open. Choose thy fate. Let me... What are the options? The stats of my character, the documentation menu, change. Oh, okay, I can change the password from here. Enter Zalantas. I guess the Zalantas is the name of the world. I'm going to have a detailed review of the in-game dynamics, like the cities. I, for instance, pointed in the second part of my video when I was creating a character. I've selected Allanak. I'll read more about what the game is about, what the history of the game is about, what is the background that I should have, my character by Bars should have while playing the game. So, but at the moment I'm just entering the game. Okay, Tuluk is now close to play. Nice. I guess these are some standard Armageddon mud. The following note was attached to the approval of your character. There was nothing. Okay, I'm just clicking on return. Welcome to the world of Zalantas. A voice whispers, read the tales upon the walls. So what are the comments? And here is 0 HP, really? I don't know. Welcome to Armageddonmud. This is the room. This room is the portal to the great adventures that await you in the harsh desert terrain of Zalantas. You may choose to start in any of the following locations. Allanak, Tuluk. I already chose. I think I chose the origin of my character, not where my character is going to be pointed at. Not sure. Okay. You can look map. Okay, it tells me, I guess there are some comments, and I'm going to get used to them, hopefully. Possible starting location choices. I'm going to then, as it says here, I'm going to point location, like point Allanak. Is it possible? Yes. Wow, okay, I guess the 0 HP now turned to 118 and 119, 121. Here you can use your starting coins to purchase clothing and equipment. Okay. What I heard about this game is that if I'm not sure about the comments that I have to put, for instance, I realize that look can be one of the comments. I get a description of this room. The Allanak starter shops. Here you can use your starting coins to purchase the clothing and equipment, replacing your default starting items and fleshing out your character before entering to the game world. The merchant to the north, it's capitalized. I guess, this is the room name description. This is how I'm getting, I guess. The N and S probably means that north and south, like there is another room to the north or there is another room to the south. So these mods, I have been searching about that in the past hour, is built in the concept of rooms. So this is currently the room that I am in. It's the Allanak starter shops. And I can point to, I guess, point 1, point 2, point 3. Let me use this comment, look me. Is it going to work? Yes, it does. This is the character that I have created. This man is extremely tall with broad shoulders and so on. Okay. And this was my short, brief description. I guess when somebody looks at me, this is what they're going to see. Oh, nice. A crossback, a bone-studded backpack. On torso, a simple sandcloth shirt. Can I say look shirt? Wow. This simply cut shirt is not much more than a length of sandcloth folded over on itself and stitched at the sides to form a sleeveless tunic. The fabric is undyed and loosely woven. Even for this is what I like a lot. You know, this is what I have been looking for. It was one of the things that I've been looking for. I want extreme detail, and I think this is going to be one of the features that I'm going to like in this game. As long as it's not like super complicated and as long as it doesn't prevent me from understanding it. But whatever things that my character initially wears, they have a good description. Like, for instance, look pants. This baggy cut pair of pants is simply made of light brown fabric, fitting loosely around the legs and flaring out slightly at the cuffs. So when somebody looks at me, this is my description, plus this is what my character wears, puts on his body. So together with the description and all the items that probably he's wearing, he actually completes his physical appearance. So whenever someone looks at me, they will have some sort of two elements that they can view and then they can use in their reaction with me. Like, for instance, somebody can come and tell me, oh, you got beautiful pants. I don't know why somebody would tell that, but they can. The game actually gives room for these type of engagements through its detailed descriptions that Okay, so what I can do, what I learned about this game is that even if you're not confident with the commands, the help syntax just gives you a huge boost of support. Like, for instance, help look. For instance, when I type help and something like help history, help look, it just explains me a lot of things about the syntax. So it tells this generic command, for instance, look, accomplishes a host of functions which are beyond the scope of the help file. Look at or in object. This is what I've done, right? Like look elf, look tables, look in parentheses, eyes darting quickly tables. What does it mean? Like look, eyes darting quickly, north. Eyes darting quickly, you look north. So I can roleplay when I'm doing some sort of actions. So when I look north, this is what I see. Near, a swarthy, charm-adorned merchant sits before a neat pile of clothes. Even with the description here is quite nice. So how do I go north? Like help, move. Help, movement. Nice, movement is a vital aspect of game, and these commands deal with how to move your character. East, pivot, leave, mount. Okay, so help file pays off great so far. So up, south. So for instance, if I type north, okay, Alanak started clothing south. So what happened is that I probably moved to the room. Now S means that it probably has an exit to the south. Nice. Alanak fashion is informed by both custom and practicalities, and so it is necessarily much more conservative than northern styles. It tells me about something about the Alanak style and culture. I'll have a lot of time read about these, but I guess each room has the descriptive text that explains about either the room or the individuals within the room. A swarthy, charm-adorned merchant sits before a neat pile of clothes. So in my opinion, the first paragraph here gives explanation about the room, and the following line or the lines tell me about what sort of objects are within the room. So far I can understand there is a room and there is a merchant. For instance, if I type look merchant, okay, you look down at the swarthy, charm-adorned merchant. With dark swarthy skin and raven hair, this young man is bedecked, whatever it means, in a fairly substantial array of charms, trinkets, and adornments. Okay, so what I can do with this guy? Can I buy something? Like buy? What would you like to buy? How can I know what help? Buy item merchant. The buy command in effect combines the offer and the barter commands, providing an expensive shortcut instead of haggling. Okay, more. Okay, it gives a list of related commands like barter list. Can I type list? Perfect. It gives the swarthy charm-adorned merchants is the following boosted rate: a crudely stitched canvas pouch for 20 coins. And how can I know how much coins do I have? Is 20 expensive? Like help items. Like inventory. Help inventory. Syntax inventory. Oh, you are carrying this much of coins. So I have 1000 coins, a water skin. Like look, water skin. A few strips of dried beetle meat. Beetle? Really? Like, okay. An unlit simple leather-wrapped bone torch. Okay, so I understand that there are some comments, but I can learn pretty fast about them by just improvising what the comment can be, then put it in that, comment idea after the help file, and it shows me a proper way of using these comments. So for instance, can I say drink water skim? Like just your stomach can't contain anymore. Okay, I'm full. Help drink. Yes, okay, this help file is quite perfect. Whenever I'm not sure about a comment, I'll just type in help and the possible idea of whatever might be related with the comment. It is pretty much going to give me a result. So look again. This room has an exit to the south. Then when I go south, okay, this is the room again that I started, which has exits to north and south. So what I can do is, a smooth obsidian archway leads out of this area. Once you're finished setting up, type enter arch. Okay, it tells me here, enter arch to join the game and begin playing. You enter an immense obsidian archway. What is obsidian? I don't know. This high ceilinged hallway of cool gray stone leads out to the OOC setup area and into the game. I guess these are still warm-up rooms, because in my opinion, once I am into the game, all out of character and out of comments are going to disappear. So for instance, when I type help Allanak, is it going to tell me what Allanak is? Yes, Allanak is possibly the richest single civilization in the known world in total wealth. It's great. Actually, I already feel like I'm in a novel. And if this is really realistic as I have been expecting, I guess it's going to give me a chance to be a part of this novel, right? I'm interested about how I can roleplay in this game. Like, for instance, help roleplay. Wow, what is roleplaying? Okay, I know what is roleplaying, but it explains in detail about how to roleplay. Like, it tells me, for instance, in the real world, we hardly ever see people going around mindlessly killing things, acquiring wealth, and never stopping to sleep, eat, drink, socialize. And if you do, they soon end up either dead, in a prison, or mental. Yes, that's exactly the mindset that I had. That's why I came to this game, but is it going to offer what I'm looking for? The same applies for Zalantas, except that death is far more prevalent treatment. Role-playing does not mean that all you're allowed to do is your characters sit around and talk to each other all the day, but it does mean that the staff expect you to try and play realistically. Yes, I am here to play this game realistically. Help. I'm a newbie. Can I say newbie? Okay. Help. Beginner. Okay, join a clan, scavenge, steal. Getting some of the basic needs met. It actually provides a basic guideline, a walkthrough within the game through the help file command help newbie. Help role-playing. This is what I've typed already. I'm just skipping quickly, like help. Okay, I'm going to figure things out. But if what I can do only in this game is like following some comments, how am I going to roleplay? For instance, can I talk in this game? Yes. Say quietly, hello stranger, for instance, say quietly, this is a beautiful day. This is an out of character room. Okay, let me move first, like leave. Can I leave? Okay, no. I have to type north. Yes, exactly. The Gladiator and the Gauche Tavern, the public dormitory. This is a quit, means probably I can quit in this room. Like if I type quit, I will quit. The west means that there is another room to the west. So, okay, let me visualize this room as best as possible. This spacious chamber provides a place for the public to sleep for free. For free? Okay. It would be a trouble otherwise, because I don't know how to make use of my money to rent a place, if it's a possibility in this game. The floor is covered with tens of soiled, greasy blankets and makeshift beds provided by their occupants. Accrued insignia and drawings have been scrawled on the agafari walls. I don't know what agafari is. Is it a what? Wow, agafari tree, so it's some sort of tree. The stench of unwashed humanoid bodies, what? Mingles with the tantalizing scent of cooked meat. The stench of unwashed human bodies? They're not dead bodies, I guess, so. Dirty people. Quite poetic. I like the idea, like it's real novel-like. So this is the room. I can already imagine. Okay, let's try to do this thing again that I've typed. This is a beautiful day. Quietly you say in Sirihish, this is a beautiful day. Look, this thing quietly here already adds a deep taste to the game, to the roleplay, and because speaking just is one thing, but being able to add a mimic or an expression to the sentence that you are constructing, it actually gives, because if somebody just comes and tells me like something in an angry manner, let me look at the room again. Okay, a sharp-eyed female okay, there's a prostitute in the room. Look, prostitute. Sharply canting, dusky blue eyes are set on either side of this. Okay, so if everybody in this game has a description like this, for instance, is this one a real character or not? I guess not. I guess there are real people playing characters, and there are characters being put by the game. So, for instance, this human soldier is not an actual character, and this one as well. Like it looks like a bot. But for instance, help tell or say, was it the same thing? Yeah. Say with in parentheses or in option. Okay, so in a crackling voice. Say okay, I was disconnected. I don't know why, but output buffer has lines in it. The Armageddonmud server has closed the connection. Not sure what this is, but I'm not sure what. Let me connect again. Connect to my account. Enter bybars. And what was my password again? Edmovos. Okay, I'm reconnected. I guess it automatically kicks me out. Look. Oh, okay. L command also looks acts as look. So if I type look west, I see the room. A tarp to the west leads to the Gladiator and the Gauche Tavern main room. Okay, so I'm visualizing this room as a dormitory where people sleep, and this is the room that is being described here. there's a prostitute in the room, like as in the text, can I say, winking an eye at her. Hey there, beauty. Wow, winking an eye at her, you say in Syrish, this language, I guess, hey there, beauty. So it probably, now this is what the character has seen, that I winked at her. Okay, this was one of the features that I had been looking for. Because now, he can this character, if it was alive, or this character is probably controlled by the admins, if it wanted to respond back to me, she may be upset about the fact that I'm winking at her, for instance, and she could then say, why are you winking at me, right? Or look elsewhere, or show me the money. Without this role-playing tool, it would be impossible, right? Because, hey, their beauty, like, can I look at all the possibilities, like taking a step towards her. How is it going? Taking a step towards her, you ask, how is it going? Like, can I say, exactly, this is, there are so many options. So this is the comment that I put, and this is what the world sees. Taking a step towards her, you ask in Syrish, what is going on? Okay, let me try to go west. Wow, such a huge description. And something here out of character. I don't know why somebody's talking. Lifting his hand in a friendly way, the slender, inked-haired man says to the buxom, mocha-skinned woman in Syrish. Hello, I guess Syrish is a common language. Evening, Ida. Look, exactly, probably this guy has used this comment, like say, with in parentheses put in this. And now the world views this slender, inked-haired man performing this action while having this speech, like lifting his hand in a friendly way. Nice. Let me look at the room again. So these are the real characters, right? Otherwise, how would they be speaking to each other? Can I look at this? Buxom, whatever that is, I don't know. Long, lustrous blonde hair adorned with high and low lights which match her. The battle-worn human has arrived from east. Wow, things progress quite fast. Her head has been braided meticulously into a braid. Do I have to know this? Probably if I was born and raised in one of the English-speaking countries. In the left ear, an elegant earring of translucent amber. Wow. Look. Buxom. Amber. Can I do that? No. Help. Look. Oh, look person's body part. So, can I do look buxom's amber? I can't, I guess. Help. Look. And let me see what are the other options. Examine. Okay, can I do help examine? Okay. Like examine buxom's amber. She doesn't have anything like that, so probably that was the correct line. Let me go and try to find something else on bag, so a black silk shoulder bag. So this lady has a bag hanging over her shoulder. So examine Buxom's bag. Perfect. So and not only I can look at other people, I can look at the items on them as well. A soft hide has been crafted into a rounded bag and covered with a layer of thin, fine black silk. Okay. Now help map. Help Alanak. Again, does it tell me like help map Alanak? Okay, see also. Whatever I see in the see also section, I guess I can reach to that quite quickly by typing help map Alanak. Wow, so that's where I am at the moment. I have no idea. I guess it will take some time for me to figure out. So I just kept on hitting enter because it told me more. And now there are a lot of places, I guess. So the G, the Gladiator and the Gash Tavern. That's where I should be, right? So I have to find G. G. Okay, G. This is, let me click on help map Alanak again and try to find. Okay, this G is here, so these are probably the roads and they are old rooms. But if it's true, there are a lot of rooms even in this in this big city. So there's something going on. The thin gray-haired elf has arrived from east and north. Okay, he walked north. So that's what the world sees. A lot of interactions take place. People talk to each other. Something happens at the bar. Why can I not hear that? At a long scarred bar of Agafari wood, like, is there help sit? Sit at one. Sit. For instance, if I say sit armchair table, sit. What is this? Oh, again, giving me an option to roleplay. Like whatever I guess I put in these parentheses, it's going to have no coded effect, but it's going to give me an opportunity to roleplay. That's great. So sit bar, if I type this. Perfect. You sit at a long scarred bar of Agafari wood. Wow, another people has just arrived. Which means that there are a lot of online players in this game, I guess. Look at the lanky white-haired man is standing here. He's carrying a large bag. The lanky sits on a narrow stone ledge protruding from the wall. So I'm sitting like, for instance, can I say look table or look tables? Oh, I guess look tables is a command on its own and it shows me all the tables in the room. Okay, there seems to be a lot of comments, and in my opinion, what I have read from the website, that it's at maximum takes 2 days to get along to all sort of the top priority and necessary comments that I have to use for this game. But how can I roleplay? Help even more. Like I have to understand if I can roleplay as I want in this game, but this yet even like these speeches, like at your table, the slender ink-haired man is saying in Swedish, piquing a brow gently. Look, this thing just is perfect, right? So they're speaking, and the gesture here that is put on the command, this is what enables the role-playing environment. So I guess the possibilities are endless. Again, at your table, the slender ink-eyed man says in Swedish, nodding simply as he takes in the buxom speech. So perfect. I guess this is again all through this parentheses comment. He was a shrewd businessman, had a couple of dealings with him. Tell me, is the division still active? Or did it pass with common? I guess these guys are in a story, in a plot, or they're just living in their own, self-created story or plot line. At your table, the buxom, mocha-haired woman says in Syrish, bobbing her head from side to side. It's still active, but hardly as big as it used to be. Erelin, that breed, has taken over. So someone called Erelin has taken over a business. So there are businesses in this game. So much to explore and so much to learn, but only if it gives me... Yeah, I think it gives, yes. So what do I have to do? Help, stand. People just mourning. You hear a man's voice shout from the north in Syrish, morning devotions. Follow me to the morning devotions. Okay, a lot of things about stand. So there seems... Okay, you stand up from a long scarred bottle of agafari wood. And as... At the moment that I stood up, something has been spoken at a bar, and I can't hear it. Isn't that lovely? Like you can only hear things at a specific location only when you are close to it. That's realistic, right? Yes, it is. So if I type, if I type look again, I will see, if I go slightly, the main room, the north, east and south, because I typed west when I was in the public dormitory. This east room that this gladiator and the Gashtamer leads to is probably going to the dormitory, north and south. So I guess I have to open my Excel and start drawing a map, or this, if I type north, what's going to happen? Whoa, the caravan road. This has to be the road that I saw on this help map. Alanak, was it? Yes, the G was where I was, and this is now where I am. So this road goes along here. So for instance, T is what probably I see to Zaibain. This is, I guess it will take some time for me to get into this, but it's just like, consider this like the Middle Earth. The first time it just popped, we didn't have any understanding about different characters, but now we are so adept about where is Shira, where is Gondor. This is just similar, concept. You just have to learn about that. Okay, I don't know what that is. Let me move north again. Alas, you cannot go that way. L, look, obviously I cannot go that way because the options are east, south and west. I know that to the south, if I look south, probably I will see, yes, exactly. I don't see the room description because it would be so crowded and populating unnecessarily my screen, but I see all the characters and all the things in that room. The sun rises over the spires of Alanak's east wall, by which I understand Alanak is a city surrounded by walls. A final glimmer of red light marks the red moon Jihaye. There's a moon called Jihaye, slow descent, beautifully described. So if I help weather, by the way, there's a weather thing then. So for instance, if I type, it's a cool day, I thought that it was pretty much a desert environment. So okay, the inked crook-nosed Alanaki soldier has arrived from south. And this is what I want to become as well, a soldier. Probably I'm going to get a soldier tag like this when I successfully manage to become a soldier. So a cold wind blows from to the north. The thick waxing crescent of the red moon hangs low in the western sky. High in the eastern sky is the black moon. Look, it's already dragging me in with for instance, even it's purely text based. Through my mind, by reading what is in the room, I can visualize an extremely detailed and rich environment, which can hardly be created by the video games that I have experienced so far. So, what can I do? Like, help sit? Can I sit? Yes, this command will cause your character to sit down on the floor or ground. The rest thus afforded you will be less, and if you were resting or sleeping, but much more than if standing. Okay. So look, and I sit. I sit down. Okay. It's probably this HP is my hit point. This, I don't know what these are, but this is my movement. So probably if I'm down on movement, if I move, probably I'm going to use some of my movement energy, and by sitting I will regain that. So some of the commands here have a coded effect and some of them don't. For instance, talking, speaking. Unless speaking is just going to tire me, it's not going to have a negative impact. So just realistically thinking. Some commands exist for role-playing. Okay, how to role-play? Help. Newbie again. Movement, character. Help. Talk. Help. Tell. Okay. It's quite a good way to help roleplay. Again, I just want to understand how it enables me to roleplay, like professional roleplay. Help. Let me read a little bit. Many new players on Armageddon seem to have a very limited view on what role-playing is. Yes, this is what I've read. But I have a view on role-playing. Usually these views involve having one's character run around the world game, killing things, and amassing money and skill points. Exactly, that's what I don't like about the other sort of games. While you are certainly entitled to play a homicidal, psychotic, greedy, a misery persona if you wish, you should bear in mind that the staff of Armageddon Mud have seen so many people try and play this role has become very annoying. Okay, I'm trying to play a realistic character, and I want to give this character a life. Currently I'm just sitting on the road, but it's because my level of the game's comments is limited. So you as a player may have a wish to explore a certain area. A group of people have arrived and they have left. Okay, I can stand again. They have gone east, so if I go east, another room, and look, Templar. You don't see that here. Oh, because they have moved together with the escorts. A Templar, help Templar. In all city-states which have risen and in some cases fallen since the departure of the dragon from the known world. Wow, okay. I guess I can conclude by telling that the game provides an extremely good setup, an environment for role-playing. And I'm going to figure that out more. And there are, I guess, extreme possibilities for coded play as well. Like probably there's a combat, like help combat if I say, or help kill. I wouldn't unnecessarily. Kill anything unless my life is being threatened, but Okay, it's perfect. Let me type west. Can I quit here? You're not in a safe room. That's probably what the first room meant. If I type here, if I go east, okay. By following the north, south, west, and east directions, I ended up in the same room. So this is pretty much the logic. Easy to grasp. So if I move west, for instance, I'm going to be ending up in the room to the west, which is the main room. Then to the north was the road. Then I headed east on the road. Then I did west to come back to the first point where the tavern, the bar opened to the street. Then I ended up in the tavern again by going south and to the dormitory. And now if I quit, okay, come back soon. Perfect. I'm going to read a little bit more about Al-Lanak and the history and what I need to know about this game. But my first impression is that it looks complicated, but it's extremely exciting because it gives this opportunity to roleplay, and I'm going to learn more about, because even I think I saw somewhere some player did some sort of an action with a non-coded action that resulted in a roleplay action. Like he, for instance, some lady moved her hand without saying anything. So it's possible to describe anything that your character would do, which are non-coded things. Like, for instance, probably in this game, I can do something like yawning, like stretching, doing some exercise, anything that a normal character would do. And all of this stuff is going to just add a beautiful aroma and flavor to the character that I'm trying to build. And probably what I have seen so far is being recorded in the game, which means that, you know, I already feel like I'm a part of a novel. So that's what I can tell for now. Take care, and I really recommend you try this game if you are into playing a real role-playing game. Don't be discouraged, in my opinion, that it's a text-based game, because even if it's text, if you can spend a little bit time getting used to it, you'll read quick and you will visualize the world in a way that later on, and you will visualize the world, and you will visualize yourself in this world, and you will be able to achieve things that you can never achieve in those hack and slash games where you only kill things. So in this sort of a game, I guess it's possible to live a character from the point that you created until the moment he or she is dead.